All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
So thrilled to see all of you here on this Tuesday for our Raya meeting. So thank you so much for spending your Tuesday with us in this festive season. I hope you have a good time at this meeting. Now, speaking of this meeting, who are we and what are we here for? So we are the Brunei Speakers Club, which is actually one of many clubs under this big umbrella organization called Toastmasters International. Toastmaster International was founded more than 100 years ago now, in 1924, in the basement of a YMCA in California. Now, over the past 101 years, it has grown to over 145 countries with 16,000 clubs and 364,000 and above members, of which the people of Brunei Speakers Club are. We meet every Tuesday, 7:30 to 9:30. We meet every Tuesday, 7:30 to 9:30, and we have other sister clubs in Brunei as well, which are in Panaga and also the Brunei Advanced Speakers Club. They meet on different days. If you're interested in visiting them, please reach out to our Vice President of Education, who's happy to tell you more. Now, what we have next is the mission agenda. So we like to remind ourselves why we're here at a meeting every time we come in. So we read this mission together. On the count of three, I'd love it if everyone could read it with me. 1, 2, 3.
To provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth.
Thank you very much. All right. So something that we do here in Toastmasters, we don't just gather here and talk for 2 hours. So what we do have is we have a sort of agenda where we divide the meeting into 3 segments. The first would be the table topic session, which we practice our impromptu speaking. So you don't have to join in if you don't want to, but I hope you do. Middle part is the prepared speeches, where our speakers have prepared their speeches in advance and are just presenting it here for us to see and enjoy. And lastly is the evaluation section, where all of us will receive feedback based on what has been spoken before. Now, all of this is centered around the Pathways education system. Pathways is a dynamic education system where when you become a member, you get to take a quiz, and the quiz will suggest to you what should you focus or improve on. So it could be on a variety of things like motivational strategies or even engaging humor if you're thinking about doing stand-up. So there's a whole variety of paths, and I think all of us are on different ones, and some of us are on similar ones, but it's always fun to see what kind of speeches all of us are going to attempt. So that is all from me. I would like to hear from maybe the guests at the meeting today. Do we have guests? Yes, we do. We have the one guest. So unfortunately, all of us are members here, so I can't call on you, but we do have one guest. I'm so happy that you're joining us today. Do you mind sharing with us your name and maybe what brought you here today? To you.
Hello, Bismillah. My name is Hanji Razami Nizam. I'm a football coach. I used to work with the Football Association for almost 10 years. After that, I get opportunity to work with the government. So for now, almost 2 years as a sports development officer. And then I found a post in Instagram, this Toastmaster. I tried to look into the definitions of Toastmaster through ChatGPT. So it listed out Brunei Advanced Speakers Club and also Brunei Speaker Club. So I tried to look into the Instagram, and I found a volunteer presented by Dr. Izati. I saw the post, I tried to register and I tried to reach out. And it's tonight, so I just came.
Oh, wow. That's great. I'm so glad you're here, and it's a great night to be as well because we have food. I was excited to have the food. Best part for me. Sorry, guys. So what do we call you? Haji Rosan, was it? Rosaimi. Okay, so Rosaimi, ladies and gentlemen, and maybe we'll get to hear from him later. If not, I would love it if you could share us some feedback at the end of the meeting later. So that is all from me as your SAA. It is my greatest delight and pleasure to pass the floor on to our Toastmaster of the evening. He is actually our current Vice President of Membership, and he has been a very active Toastmaster, attending almost every meeting, and we can always count on him to take on a role or two because of his passion for Toastmasters. Just like many of us here who are always willing to take roles and do speeches, right? Right. So without further ado, I present to you Toastmaster Zaki Zakari.
Thank you, Aileen, for the brief introduction. Good morning and Selamat Hari Raya to everyone.
Good morning!
Very tired. Okay, moving on to this agenda. Let us look through the rules and regulation before we start the meeting. Firstly, we will talk about these topics, sex, politics, and religion. To keep your device on silent or switch off. You refrain from talking while other members or guests is presenting. You refrain from exiting the room while somebody is presenting. And lastly, for the guest fee, the $5 for regular guests, $3 for student, and $3 for first-time guests. Now let us focus to the meeting's agenda. Firstly, we will have the introduction for the roles of tonight. Then we will be moving on to the table topics, will be presented later. And then for today, we have a total of 3 prepared speeches, as we will be discussing them later, and then a break, evaluation, and lastly, closing remarks. For the introduction, let us welcome the role players. As we had heard earlier, it is like being Sergeant at Arms, which I have not implemented it. And then let us welcome Charles Park to present his role for tonight.
Thank you, Zaki. My role tonight is the Table Topics Master. As you all know, I've been trying to twist your arms and trying to get people to do table topics. Even Rosaimi, I've said, send me a special signal if he wants to try a table topic. Basically, we're just here to improve our impromptu skills. We kind of are always put on the spot, giving our opinions of how did something go. So it's a nice way of us to practice in more of a structured way, more of a formal way, and can't wait for tonight. I think it's going to be on Hari Raya and food and having fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Charles, for the presentation. Then for the table topic master, there should be the table topic evaluator for those who took the table topic later on. Please welcome the Toastmasters, Amelia.
Hi, my name is Amelia. I'll be your table topics evaluator for today. So I will be evaluating the people speaking in the table topics later on. And many people think receiving feedback is difficult, but I think providing feedback is also equally as difficult, because we want to make sure it's good enough so that we can provide insights for your improvement. And we have to maybe say it in a nice way so you can receive it well. So my primary role is to listen intently to each table topic speakers later, and I will give my feedback focusing on looking at your introduction, making sure your speech has an introduction, body, and conclusion. Yeah, so I look forward to hearing you guys speak later.
Moving on for our multitasker for tonight, we have the grammarian and timer. Let us welcome Lawrence.
So do I have to explain the roles of grammarian and timer in one go?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests.
Evening.
Okay, As the name of my role, my first role, grammarian, indicates, I'm here to help all members improve their grammar and vocabulary. During the meeting, I'll pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll also take note of any misuses of the English language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. Moving on, I would like to introduce the word of the day written on the flip chart there or the slide, which is revamp. It means to change or arrange something again in order to improve it. For example, we revamped the management system, but the business is doing no better than it was before. Another example of using the word of the day is the walled garden was completely revamped last year. I highly encourage everyone to use the word of the day in your speech. Last but not least, I will give a word of the day report and grammatical usage report when called upon during the evaluation session. Now moving on to my second role. As the timer, I will time the table topic speakers. Timer 2, who is Emilia, will help me time the prepared speeches and the evaluations. We both will alert each speaker of the time they have left by using the timing device here, which denotes specific times remaining. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will turn on the green light. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will turn on the yellow light. At 2 minutes, I will turn on the red light. For prepared speeches, they should be between 5 minutes and 7 minutes long. At 5 minutes, Emilia will turn on the green light. At 6 minutes, Emilia will turn on the yellow light. At 7 minutes, Emilia will turn on the red light. As for the evaluators and role players, most of you have 3 minutes to deliver your report, except for table topics evaluator and general evaluator, who have 4 minutes each. Emilia will turn on the green light when you have 1 minute left. She will then turn on the yellow light when you have 30 seconds left. She will then turn on the red light, and it means it's time for you to wrap up everything. Speaking of the tip, I advise everyone to avoid beating around the bush. Just go straight to the main point so that you can stay within the time limit. Last but not least, we both will deliver our timer report when called upon during the third segment of the meeting. Back to you, Toastmasters of the evening.
Multitasker, which play the role of accountant and who said what, and also general evaluator. Please welcome Rosanna Yunus.
First and foremost, role as accountant who said what? My role is to test my listening skills by taking note of who used crutch words tonight, or words that could get in the way of getting your message across, such as so, you know, yeah, and I've heard a couple of those already tonight. And I'll tell you the count later on. I'll also be testing your listening skills by taking note of what people have said and asking you who said what. And then you can tell me who said what. The next role is as the general evaluator. That role is to later take on the host of the evaluation session, and I will be calling on the evaluators to present the reports. I'll be giving my evaluation on the evaluators and those who are doing roles tonight, and then I'll also give any other general feedback for the improvement or highlighting positive things that we've done in the meeting tonight. Over to you, Zach.
Thank you, Rosanna. Let us move on to the prepared speeches for tonight. Tonight we have 3 speakers, which are Dr. Izzati, Siti Intan, and Amira Zakaria. Let us welcome the evaluator for Dr. Izzati to give a brief explanation of what the speech was about. Please welcome Lawrence.
You will do it in each speaker.
Okay, we will do it later. So, okay, let us move on. For the top of the day, as the crescent moon shines bright, may forgiveness light our heart and gratitude light our steps. Hari Raya is not just a celebration, it's a reminder to renew our faith, reconnect with loved ones, and spread kindness like never before. Let us move on to our next meeting agenda. We have the table topics. Please welcome Charles Fox to the stage.
I can hear the song.
Entrance song.
I just balik kampung to Happy Raya, Selamat Hari Raya.
Happy Raya.
So our topics tonight are going to be around Raya, particularly open houses. Some of our favorite pastimes. So without further ado, help me welcome our first table topic speaker. Yes, you all know who it's going to be. Please help me welcome Philip. Okay, so Philip, you go to an open house. Just the projector, if you could just. We can't really look.
Press B.
B. Yeah. Press. Okay, we're shining bright today. And so you go to an open house. You know no one. How do you survive? I'm just going to repeat it. You go to an open house. You know no one. How do you survive? Philip.
I think this is a good place to learn how to survive. In a place where you don't know anybody. Like tonight, I speak to our guest. I don't know him, but we start our conversation straight away. So if I were thrown into a situation where I don't know anybody, I would just look for somebody that friendly like him. If you're too serious looking, I dare not approach you. So when you're friendly, like with a smile, I would say, hi, my name is Philip, what's yours? And then from there we can carry on. I think that's how we survive in a strange environment like that. And I worked there for all my life. I've done this for all my life. It has never failed to make friends for me. And I like it. So I think I can survive most of the time with this technique. Of course, I try to talk to men. Try not to talk to ladies so much because they are a bit shy. So it's easier to make friends with men than with lady in a strange place where you don't know anyone. Unless, well, I think it's still safer to start with the men first. Don't you agree? Good. And now, I find that this is a skill I have to learn. When you come out to work in society, you have to make friends most of the time, and it doesn't mean that you know them. The idea is to reach out to people that you do not know. I think the Toastmasters Club is a good place. I find that it's good because I get to meet new people almost every meeting. And I train me to be not so shy and reach out to those that I like to meet. That's my trick. Just reach out. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Philip. So, just to get it, I need a bright smile and don't look scary and be a man. Thank you for reminding us. I just thought about whenever we come to Toastmasters, I don't know if you remember your first time, but when I came to Toastmasters, I didn't know anyone. And that's kind of a reminder. It's almost like the open house. So thank you for that, Philip. Our next speaker, please can I help welcome, they volunteered even though they're doing a speech. Thank you for this, Dr. Izati. Izati. So, too many open houses. You can see I've been to a few. Too many open houses, but one stomach. What is your strategy? I'm going to repeat it. Too many open houses, only one stomach. What's your strategy? Dr. Izak.
I think the best strategy to use in this case is using my charm. And when I say my charm, I mean like if I go to third open house and then the host is providing me a buffet of food and then I'm already full, I'll be like, but Kita, I like your cakes better. I like your cakes. Your cakes look so good. Your drinks look so good. So I'll just eat some of the cakes rather than the main course. Or, and then when I go to the fourth house, I'll try to distract the host by talking and laughing a lot that they don't even notice that I didn't eat anything. Or and then I go to the fifth house and then I engage the host in more conversation to the point that hopefully they didn't notice that I didn't eat anything. I will just try my best to adapt in that way. Have I done that before? No, I mean I created the scenario in my head. It's the best strategy I could think of. And then, or alternatively, if it doesn't work before the Raya sessions, I just starve myself. I just starve myself. I want to go on a diet, right? I've been telling myself, oh wow, Bella Astilla, that celebrity, her size is XS. I want to be XS like her. So maybe I will starve myself for a few days, and then on the day when there's a lot of open houses, I start eating a lot. So there are many ways to approach this. Like I don't want to be rude. I don't want to reject the host offer, but it's very tough. It's like you have to navigate a lot of social charms and social protocol and unspoken social protocol during Raya. Like you have to be as polite and as friendly as possible. So I'll probably think in advance whether to starve myself a lot first or think up many other strategies. I'll probably write them down and yeah, that's the best I can think of. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Izaki. I don't think I'll be joining you in the realm of XS anytime soon. Good luck with that. So the next speaker is also doing a speech, but they were also very gung-ho and they're like, okay, I'll do it. So I'm very thankful for them. Please help me welcome Sunny. So Sunny, before I choose your topic, I need to know, do you have cousins?
Yeah.
Okay, I just have to check. So, your baju raya is identical to your cousins. Who wore it better? Your baju raya is identical to your cousins. Who wore it better? Sunny.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Selamat Hari Raya. To me, Raya actually now think about 3 F's. Fashion. I'll answer your question later. Feast and food. So fashion, well, it's the only time, right, you revamp your wardrobe, especially the men. And what I've learned all through these years is that it's the only time that the entire family, including cousin, would wear the same color. This is what? They have it in Malaysia. Color awam. No, awam means general color. I think this year's color is green. Can't remember. You're wearing red, so probably in your family it's red. Feast. Oh my God. Talking about open houses. I have to strategize myself. Izati, fashion and feast. I would add one more strategy. Loose clothing. Life is too short to kill myself not eating just because I want to look good. So, a very good strategy. Loose clothing. Fashion, feast. Last one, food. Philips, it must be very, very difficult if you go to a place that you don't know anyone. I have a strategy. My strategy is food. You don't want to talk? Smile. reach out for the kerupuk and started offering everyone, even though it's not your house. Kerupuk, anyone? Kerupuk? So who are better? It depends, right? It depends who looks the happiest. After all, Hari Raya is about a reset to forgive the past grudges. No time for past grudges, tight clothes, no time for that. It's about revamping our soul, our connection with our colleagues, cousins, and friends. So who wore it better? The happy one, of course. Back to you.
I can vouch that men will only get a new outfit probably once a year for Raya, or if not, recycle the same one over and over. Very nice. Yes, definitely. Who looks the happiest?